Leander, we've touched on many things, and we've touched on your why a few times, but let's dive into the why a bit. So what is your bigger vision for leadership in the professional services space? And why?
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. I've just seen so many brilliant people suffering under uninspiring leadership. I've seen so many clients have to be on the receiving end of nothing more than a commodity service, where they could be receiving a rarity, where they could be served by trusted advisors. They're being served by service providers. And remember, a commodity, the price of a commodity is determined by the market. And usually, if you're a commodity service, every year, your clients try to do what with the price? They try to drive it down, right? And I can recall my colleagues saying to me, every year they have to have these discussions with their clients about, are you going to charge us less than last year? It sounds crazy, but it's because they're perceived as a commodity, right? The market determines the price of a commodity. If you position yourself as a trusted advisor, a rarity, you can determine the price to an extent. Because think about that. If company A cannot do without Adrian, the professional that's been serving them consistently with great loyalty and great expertise over many years, if they simply cannot do without you, you've become indispensable to their business. Do you really think that they will want to arm wrestle with you when they know how high you are, how high in demand you are, and if they lose you, something that's indispensable to them is now in the hands of their competitors?
Yes.
And that's why I want to encourage leaders to really shift from a command and control, from a carrot and stick leadership model. Ladies, gents, it's outdated. We're living in a knowledge age where people want to be inspired and trusted. They want to work autonomously. They want to be motivated, or if they're not self-motivated, at least they want to be inspired and they want to have purpose. They want to know why they're doing what they're doing. We are not working in the industrial age where we punched our time cards. It's obvious just from the way I describe it that I never worked in a factory. But essentially, if you treat people like not as assets but as expenses, what you're saying to them is you are here to sell your time to me, and I can use you in whatever way I deem fit.
Yeah.
And I was borrowing there on what drives people is what Daniel Pink in his book Drive says: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. And mastery is a journey. And if you allow people to work on their own, giving them guidance, inspiring them, and making sure that you are always available to them, showing them by modeling the way you are constantly striving to improve your own performance on a journey of mastery, realizing that mastery is not a destination, it's a journey. And explaining why you do what you do. We want to have brilliant clients and we want to have brilliant people working for us. That's when people become self-motivated. We ask people to be self-motivated, but we don't give them a playing field that's very inspiring. We can hardly blame them if they then default into doing only the necessary, watching the clock and scrolling their lives away where they could actually be doing purposeful, meaningful work in a meaningful environment.
Yes.